Hey guys, day 3 of our online school, or really day 1 of week 2. Bienvenidos, estoy emocionado por todo que están acá, so I'm happy to see everybody who's here. And I wanted to continue with our work with fractions today. So quiero continuar de nuestro trabajo de la tarea de fracciones. Okay, bien. So, our objective today is that you guys will be able to find common denominators by splitting fractions using models. So, nuestro objetivo es a buscar los denominadores usuales por dividiendo fracciones usando modelos. So, two important sets of words. The first is a review as numerator or numerador, denominator or denominador. Remember, recuerda, numerator means the number of parts that we have. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So son colorados, so the parts that are colored in, and then denominator is the parts in total, like los partes en total. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Son 5. So 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right there. Remember, not just the white parts, all of the parts. Excellent. The second term is common denominator. Here are different denominators. Here are common denominators. Think, how are they the same? Like, what makes these common and these different? Good. What you should have noticed here is that looking at the denominators, which is the bottom part of the fraction, these two were different numbers. These here were the same, 12. That makes them common. Excellent. Now, today what I want to do is kind of take some of our thinking from before and build off of it using a program I have attached. Now, I want you to look. If you go here, you're going to see that there's this app check inside day 1. If you open up, you'll see that this program is there. I want you to use this program. Pause the video and take a moment to open this program up on your phone if you need to. Great. When you open it up, you should be on a page that looks like this. It is asking you to add and subtract using these different models that we've talked about before. Now, it says about. I want you to go to where it says adding. We're going to spend some time adding today. And I want you to look at this first problem, adding 2/6 and 1/6. Now, this is easy. Eso es fácil, because each of these parts are all the same. So cada parte acá son la misma cantidad. So if I want to add, sumar, 2/6 and 1/6, I'm going to take this piece, these two parts, 1, 2, and place them down there. Now, notice son la misma porque son azul y azul. Y, más como blanco, lo siento. It's like a little lighter. Y eso. And then I want to add one more. So I add one more. Oh, look at that. Well done. 2/6 plus 1/6 equals 3/6. Now I know I did this correct. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a new problem. I'm going to skip to the next part. I'm going to go down to the bottom, click the next arrow. And now, don't do that. That was wrong. Go back to adding. Okay. I see this problem right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that I've done this well. And now I'm going to wait. New problem. 2/6 and 3/6. I want you to think. What would I need to do? ¿Qué van a necesitar para representar esa y esa acá? Piensa. Okay. La primera parte. So I want you to think. First part, 1, 2. Perfect. Next part, 1, 2, 3. We know that that's perfect. It represents the same quantity. Now, this is easy. Eso es fácil porque son los common denominators. So esas partes son similar. These are the same. 6, 6, 6, 6. These are the same denominators. What happens, though, when we have different denominators? So here's where I'm going to go to the bottom, and it says level 1 out of 4. 1 is the easiest, so I'm going to go harder, más difícil, and I have a new representation here. And now here I have 2 and 8. These are not common. These are different. Now, because they're different, guys, es muy difícil a combinar, sumar. It's very difficult to combine these and add them together. Watch what happens. So here, I want to go, I want to move this over 1. That's great, 1/2. Here, though, I want to turn it into 3/8. So I would have to combine, if I wanted to move over 1, 2, 3, I can't do that. No puedo mover suficiente. So, so what I really need to do is change these pieces, this much larger piece, into the smaller pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part, I'm going to move it 1. Okay, this isn't good. Notice, eso no es el total de los dos, y por eso no hay 2 de 3, right? There's no 2/3 because it's not enough. Muevo una vez más. 2 out of 4, this works. It's the same as that 1/2 down here. Son la misma. Pero no es suficiente para usar los 8s. So I can't add the 8s here. So I have to change this a little bit more. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to continue. 1, 2, okay, 6, still not good enough. Like if I were to move this to 6, see, that doesn't work. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to turn this back. And now let's try one more time. Oh, look, I moved that over 4/8. That made it a lot easier. The 8ths here and the 8ths here are common. That means that if I go over here, I can add these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But over here, I actually, in my answer, I don't have it in the right numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it up. I need to now make these the same size, 8ths. And now I need to make sure I include all of the 8ths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now think, how many more do I need? That's right. I look here, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Well done. I've hit the right part. Okay, I'm going to try a new one. Oh, interesting. Okay, 5ths and 1/2. Think, is this common or different? Oop, wrong spot. Here we are, different. Not common because the denominators are different numbers, 5 and 2. Okay. Aquí es muy importante para mí. Here it's really important for me to think. How do I want to split these numbers up? All right, well, the first thing I want to do is I want to see if I can change 1/2 into 5ths. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, that's not good enough. They don't work. Here it's like 2 1/2. It's like 1, 2 1/2. It's not quite enough. Okay, so now what I'm going to try to do is see how I can split up the 5ths into another denominator. Look, when I moved it over to 8ths like I had done before. It wasn't enough. 7th, none of these seem to work. 9th and 10ths. Great. 10ths works. 4/10ths. All right, now let's try with this value here. What happens when I move it into 10ths? Okay, 6th works, but that's not the same. 8ths, 9ths, 10ths. Perfect. 4/10ths, 5/10ths, and then down here, I need to do the exact same thing. I need to split these up into 10ths. Now think, how many should I have down here? Great. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now, I really want everybody here to pause. So, quiero para cada persona acá a pausar. Okay? Quiero para ustedes a practicar un poco. I want you to practice a little bit, and then I want you to return and watch the rest of the video. So, quiero para ustedes a regresar y ver el video después su práctica. Okay? So, I'm going to pause. Go to it, practice 3 problems, and then return. Great. I hope that you had a chance to return, practice. And now I just want to go through a couple more. So right here, adding fifths and sevenths can be a really difficult thing. Sorry, guys, I got paused there for a second. Adding fifths and sevenths can be really difficult. I want you to think, what would I need to do to make both of these work? Try this on your own. Pause. What you should have gotten here, guys, is 30 fifths and combine these together. Now, this is really important. When you're done, so at the end of all of your practice, what I want you to do for an exit ticket is, if you are on a computer, I want you to go here. I want you to type in snipping tool. I want you to click on this, and then when you have an answer, I want you that you've solved, I want you to, sorry about that, guys. I'm going to still have you do this. So we're going to still do the snipping tool here. You know what, guys? I apologize. Thanks for staying with me. I want you to go here, take a new snip, click new. I want you to collect this whole piece. And then I want you to save it. I want you to save it. I want you to write exit ticket 322, 3.23, save. And then go up here. And when you send in your work, so when you send that in, I want you to attach your file. Here we are, sending it in. I want you to attach the file after you've snipped it. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you helping me out here. This is going to take a little bit of time. Now, once you've done this, if you've done this, you're set. If you're using your phone, what I want you to do is, one moment here. Thanks, guys. So if you're using this phone here to do this, and you're using this program, what I want you to do is just screenshot it. And then when you go to submit the assignment at the end, attach that file as well. Okay? So, muy importante, por cada persona, usa un screenshot para tocar su exit ticket y enviar esa a mí. Okay? All right, guys. So, right now, I want you to do the last part, which is that I want to go over here. This is our practice direction for the day. I want you to open that practice up. I want you to practice 5 problems on level 1, 5 problems on level 2, 5 problems on level 3, and then I want you to take a screenshot or snippet and submit it. So, muy importante, abrir la práctica, práctica 5 problemas en nivel 1, práctica 5 problemas en nivel 2, práctica 5 problemas en nivel 3, y toca una captura de pantalla o recortarlo y enviarlo. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm really excited to see how this goes.